Hello, we're recording. We are on video, maybe 6 of the day, and hopefully the last one. We're doing this in one take. We promised our guest, who is today Taco from Something to Talk About.
Hi.
Zach is also here. Hello.
I'm here. I'm excited. We've talked about having Taco on and how weird it is we never had Taco on for one of our videos, and now here we are. It's a reality.
All right. I promised I would do an opening bit that is fast and won't get us to repeat. So Taco, I propose that we start asking celebrities to sponsor our alarms. like alarms and sirens.
Yeah.
Like just celebrity noises. So like the one that I thought of was an Owen Wilson sponsored police siren.
Wow. My bad. Sadly, I've had this idea before, but sadly my celebrity is dead because I've always wanted Gilbert Gottfried to wake me up.
No, oh yeah, okay, give me your Gilbert Gottfried alarm in the morning.
All right. Jesus Christ, just get out of bed! You cannot snooze me 4 more times!
All right,
pretty good.
What do you think of
Sorry for everyone's ears.
What do you think of a fire alarm? Of Christopher Walken?
Ooh, yeah, all right.
But
wow, it's on fire in here. It's really hot. There's smoke. You should be very careful.
Wow.
All right, and I'm gonna be the tangent guy.
And that's it. That's it.
I got one small joke. We went to bingo, and the dude literally sounded like Christopher Walken, and every time he read from the category of O, I'm not even kidding, went, oh, 34. And it was like, dude, I can't deal with this guy. Oh. All right.
You're the only person, you might be the only person I've ever met who's ever been to bingo.
I've been to bingo.
Yeah, I live in the
my grandma
northern Midwest
all the time, and I would go with her. Now she doesn't go as much.
My wife goes every week. It's her away from the family time.
Oh, that's fun.
That is the least exciting away from the family time you could possibly get, which might be the point.
She goes hard. She has her own dabber.
Oh, she got her own dabber. Oh my god.
Oh yeah, it's pink,
glittery.
Oh, she got like a tricked out dabber.
Yeah.
You have to like go through an obstacle to dab your board. Like that's extreme bingo.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
I guess I'm thinking of super bingo.
Oh my god, no! I just started thinking of like a bingo sports anime.
All right.
Where like it zooms in on her face and she like races the thing. It's like super dramatic pose.
All right, I'm going to put this vehicle in gear and we're going to go. Are you ready?
Yeah.
For my opening quote.
Yeah, I am. Wait, Zach has an album. It's cool. You should listen to it. All right, go ahead.
It's
no, that's it. We're done. That's it.
Go check it out, guys.
That's it. All right. That's all you got.
My opening quote.
Yeah.
Jaehaerys and Shara would have 2 children, Aerys and Rhaella. On the word of Jenny of Oldstones Wood Witch, Prince Jaehaerys determined to wed Aerys to Rhaella, or so the accounts of the court tell us. This is a quote from the A World of Ice and Fire book, which I got to take off my bookshelf today for this. Yeah.
Okay, I famously don't type as fast as other humans talk, so just say it one more time and I'll fill in what I missed.
Okay. Jaehaerys and I want to say Shara. I've never said her name. It's not Sierra Sheetstar. Oh, I can't even say that. Shara Sheetstar. It's Shaeea. Oh, oh my God. Shaeera would have 2 children, Aerys and Rhaella. On the word of Jenny of Oldstones Wood Witch, Prince Jaehaerys determined to wed Aerys to Rhaella, or so the accounts of his court tell us.
Jaehaerys determined to wed
them.
Aerys. Cool.
I got really big quotes. I'm sorry. I forgot that you typed them. I have like a couple paragraphs.
No problem.
All right.
Okay, and this is from the World of Ice and Fire.
Yes, which I got a lot of typos on my end because I read it straight from that book today, and my daughter got to hold it, and she was really excited to hold the big dragon book.
Nice.
Yeah, it was a good day. Good day.
Okay.
Yeah,
All
it was a
right.
good day.
I got some stuff to talk about here.
All right.
We are discussing the parents of Aerys II, correct?
The parents of Aerys II are determined to marry Aerys II to Rhaella on the words of the Wood Witch.
And this Wood Witch is an interesting character because the Wood Witch might still be alive, actually. The Wood Witch might be the ghost of Highheart, right?
I don't even think that's a might. I think that's true.
Jaehaerys is.
No,
I believe some nonsense tinfoil is a possibility as well, but that's the most common interpretation.
Yeah.
Jaehaerys is the Prince of Dragonflies. Am
no.
I remembering my Targaryen history correctly?
No,
He's
this is
one of Egg's kids.
Yeah, this
Well,
is
he's
Egg's
also,
second kid. Jaehaerys is second. He's
also
not the Prince of
Jaehaerys
Dragonflies.
second, the king. His nickname is he doesn't have one. Cool.
The
unnicknamed.
Yeah, the lame. Yeah, Dragonflies is his brother that is the other Darren. I actually did a character video for him for my Pride Week or Pride Month. He was my Pride character because he was gay, and yeah, fantastic character. So no, I believe that's the Prince of Dragonflies. Yeah. So this is just Jaehaerys was his second son because Duncan the Small didn't want to become king because he wanted to marry Jenny of Oldstones. None of these are dings, by the way. Jaehaerys married his sister, and they okayed it. Aegon didn't like it, but okayed it, and because of what the Wood Witch would say, Jaehaerys then determined to marry his children together.
Okay, so by the time we get to Rhaegar, by the time we get to Rhaegar, Viserys, and Daenerys, we are 2 levels deep of like of direct inbreeding, right?
Yes.
Siblings to sibling inbreeding.
They have one set of grandparents.
Yes, which
yay,
which is gross, and contributes quite a bit to a lot of people's like genetics theories.
Mm.
Is that an area that might be useful to start barking in?
Genetics theories?
Yes. No. Okay. Thank goodness.
I mean, the fact that line is what I'm talking about, that's important, but I'm not getting into genetics. Like, we're not going to talk about chromosomes being passed down or anything like that.
Okay.
That's good.
This is not this is not the only thing that the Woods Witch of Jenny of Oldstones does. Does she talk to? Is she the ghost of Highheart?
Yeah,
we're asserting that's the case.
Okay,
I believe that. Yeah, that's not. I wouldn't even call that.
Do you want to even throw that up on the board just so we have that to reference back to? Like,
no, I'll only put that up if it's relevant. If it's not relevant,
is it relevant?
No.
Okay, all right, that's fine. That's fine. We're getting
everything's relevant at all times, but that's not important. It's not a ping even. No.
Okay, no problem.
Or a ding. Do we go with dings or pings?
They're dings.
They're dings.
They are pings sometimes, but usually only when we're drunk.
No, that's lame.
I do like the alternate universe version where it's pings instead of dings.
Oh yeah, like what's the opposite world in Superman?
Bizarro?
Yeah, that's the Bizarro Interesting Nerd Club have pings, not dings.
Yeah, and I would be clean shaven, and yeah.
And I'm very like subdued and curmudgeon-y all the time.
That isn't how you normally are. I just get a bad version of you, I guess. No, I'm not. You just suck.
Weirdly, Zach is identical.
Yeah, he doesn't change.
I'm the constant throughout all the universes. It's
just Zach.
That fucker's weird enough that just trying to make the opposite somehow comes out with the same thing. It's a real, like, fucking symmetry problem.
Or you just have made no decision, so there's no opposite decision. You have gone straight down the line, so there is literally nothing to branch off of.
We can't spend this much time talking about Bella from Twilight.
All right, moving on. You guys want to discuss, or do I just give you a freebie?
Please worry not. We're both cooking.
Cook.
Zach, do you have anywhere you want to poke and prod?
So there's a big Summerhall shaped path in front of us.
Yeah.
Because Aerys does wed Rhaella, and they do consummate it, and they do get pregnant, and they do have a child, and that child is born during the most plot relevant fire to ever happen in the books, in a series with many plot relevant fires. As we said in our first video today, actually, George loves a good plot relevant fire.
That take is wildfire levels of hot, but I'm willing to let it go for the sake of expediency.
Oh, you think there's a more plot relevant fire?
Not during this video, I don't.
Okay. It's the most plot relevant fire that we don't witness at the back half of a book.
I will accept this for the moment.
Okay. This is like where my mind is gravitating towards. What the fuck happened at Summerhall? And also, fucking the Woods Witch, who is friends with Jenny of Oldstones, and also Insane Tinfoil is also time traveling Jenny of Oldstones, is at Summerhall. You can ignore that part. That's just my Insane Tinfoil.
I don't know. Given what we've discussed today, that seems pretty online. That's fine. All right, Taco, how do you feel about those things?
So Summerhall isn't a ding. I almost literally, it almost was something I wrote about on here, but I figured it wasn't relevant enough, and it's still not relevant enough.
Okay.
Do you want a actual clue, or do you want me to just kind of push you a little?
Give us a very you know what? Nah, screw it. It's the namesake of the game. Give us a card.
Okay. This is really hilarious so my number one, I didn't plan this.
Yeah.
It's something that you guys said you talked about earlier.
Yes, nice.
So my number one is labeled Great Spring Sickness.
Yes, let's go.
The quote is, "We're still the sons of Baelor Breakspear were amongst those carried away, as was Darren II, whom many called the good." This is a direct quote from the World of Ice and Fire book.
Oh, this is the people who died in spring sickness.
Yep, but not all of them. I narrowed it down to the ones I want you to think about.
So it was Darren and...
We're still the sons of Baelor Breakspear. We're amongst those carried away, as was Darren. The only reason I have whom many call the good is because it's one run-on sentence, and I didn't want to end it on a comma.
We're still... Good. Yeah, very nice. The world of...
Do you want me to copy-paste these into the chat so you can just grab them? No?
Nope. Okay. Then I have to flash all of our Discords on the screen.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
yeah, perfect. There we go.
Just text them to you. Don't worry about it. Don't worry how I have your numbers. Don't worry about it.
We're still, as were the sons of Baelor Breakspear, as was Darren II, who many called the good. Okay, here's something that a lot of people speculate about. That there's a lot of weird coincidences that significantly impact the Targaryen family tree. That if it wasn't like environmental factors, some might think that the Targaryen family tree is being directed somehow. this is one of those situations that seems to be unusually fortuitous, quote unquote fortuitous for for Targaryen history, that the person who is quote unquote supposed to be king happens to be in the one place that is not affected by the Great Spring Sickness at the time. Egg happens to be sequestered away in Dorne at the time, and Dorne is not touched by the sickness like Madagascar in Pandemic, right?
Yeah, absolutely, ding.
Yes, let's go.
Yeah, we are talking about that.
Okay, what's the yeah.
Okay, but that would have been what I would have read this one for. So if I were to read another one, it would be pushing you guys further.
Oh, okay. So that would have gotten us this ding, and that's just okay,
yeah.
Right,
and if I read anything else, I will then be giving you more than I'm comfortable with right now.
No
So
problem.
go with what you have. I could read one more, but I'd rather, because I have like a couple that are like just fun. But I want you to get to something specific before I can really crack open these quotes.
No problem. Okay. Would it be useful to keep talking about Egg and like the Targaryen family tree?
Absolutely.
Ooh, okay. Some people suspect that that Bloodraven is directing the Targaryen family tree.
Ding.
Yes!
I just needed you to say the word Bloodraven.
Let's go.
Okay. So that is not my theory. My theory is you have to know that is the big picture, and then I'm going to look at one specific detail in that big picture.
All right, nice.
So
if the name Shiera Seastar pops up at all, I have ideas.
She is in at least one of these.
God
Come on, we're talking about Bloodraven, and also mommy. All right.
The proper term is old man. Thank you.
Whoa! Oh yeah, let's go.
What do you mean? We already talked about the Ghost of High Heart. What? All right.
I'm asserting that Jenny of Oldstones, Sir Woodwitch, Old Man, and Shiera Seastar are all the same time traveling Quaith.
Yes, and they are all the faceless man who killed Baelor.
I think Shiera Seastar and Quaith absolutely, but Ghost of High Heart, Nan, and Nettles. Thank you, Michael. Talked about stuff.
God damn it!
All right. Here I got one for you. This is gonna be number 3. I'm skipping 2 as of now. Lord of Blood.
Yeah. Just so you know, you don't got to do them in order. You know, we get them.
I know.
We get them whenever we get them.
I'm very, very OCD. Lord, and I put these in order. Right. If we're not doing them, if I'm not going almost in order, then I'm screwing up. Is what I'm doing.
we love to hit theories from the back half is a problem. So
short one for you, buddy. Lord of Bloodraven is a sorcerer and a bastard. Is a quote from Glennon Flowers to Maynard Plumm.
Luckily, Maynard Plumm has no strong opinions about Bloodraven.
I do have more Maynard Plumm stuff.
Maynard Plumm is famously neutral on Bloodraven.
If you weren't sarcastic, if you had less sarcasm, I would ding you.
Okay. Maynard Plumm is Bloodraven.
Ding. Okay.
Excuse me. Many people believe.
Sorry. Many people speculate that Maynard Plumm.
Some people think.
It's like a 300 level tinfoil theory, but there's some rat people out there.
I'm glad. I want to get a couple of these off really quick.
All right,
so we can start, because I have a long ways to go.
Do it.
So this is my Maynard Plumm. This is 7. So you jumped a couple this time.
Let's go.
This close, there was something queer about the cast of Sir Maynard's features. The longer Dunk looked, the less he seemed to see. Thoughts of Duncan the Tall from Mystery Night.
Okay, nobody fucking do anything. Hang on, I got Maynard Plumm things to say. The longer he looked, the less he seemed to see. Okay.
Is that not a fire line though?
So
like
good.
that does so much to my head. Like the more you focus, the less it focuses. Like, oh my god, it's terrifying.
Okay, all right. So this is extremely similar to the way that Melisandre's glamours are described.
Mhm.
Thoughts of Dunk. Okay, you like scooch. Yeah. All right, well, you're staying there. Will we get any dings in the conversation? I actually just finished reading this. I just reread Dunk and Egg like
Perfect.
3 weeks ago.
Perfect. All of it?
So
we are hanging out in that era, so that's perfect.
Brilliant. Maynard Plumm uses glamours very similar to Melisandre to like sneak around. There's this one of my favorite scenes in Dunk and Egg is the scene where it looks to Dunk like there is this terrifying shadowed figure approaching him, like this nightmare figure with one great terrible eye, but it turns out it's just Maynard in a cloak.
Yeah, so good.
Oh, it's really good. Maynard's a little shit. Does that help?
I love Maynard.
He's such an asshole.
He calls Ambrose Butterwell's Sir Butterbutt.
It's so good.
It's so good.
He like when Dunk asks him, "Hey, where's my fucking kid?" He's like, with the gods, alas. And then like Dunk like actually thinks about murdering him right there. And he's like, I'll fucking kill you if you don't tell me. And he's like, he's in the sept. That's what I meant. Okay. I was just I'm sorry.
I was being clever about it.
He forgets that he's not in a video game. He's like, oh shit, but Dunk can actually kill me.
Bloodraven, like Dunk like holds him by his shirt and is like, do I look clever to you, piece of shit?
Do I look like
There's a reason they call me thick as a castle wall, and it's not because I'm clever.
I got a pile driver with your name on it, you little piece of shit.
He is a wrestler.
Hell yeah.
He's a wrestler who has somebody else do his promos.
Oh my god. Something that I thought about earlier is will the death of Baelor Breakspear get us any dings?
Yeah, ding.
Hell yeah. Baelor Breakspear dies in a trial by combat, saving Dunk's life at the hands of his freaking brother, which is very sad.
I don't know which one I should go with here. I'm gonna go with.
Sometimes we get more than one at a time.
Okay, I'm gonna. Well, no, I don't know how far I want to bring you.
All right,
is what I'm saying. So I'm gonna go with the first time I brought up. Yeah, so I'm gonna go number 5.
Cool.
This is titled Bloodraven's Work. His hands are scarlet with his brother's blood, and the blood of his nephews too. You are not going to be able to type all this. I'm sorry. This is a paragraph.
Okay. All right. Then just read it out and then tell me what you'd like me to write down when we're
done. Yeah. So his hands are scarlet with the blood of with his brother's blood and the blood of his nephews too. The Hunchback declared to the crowd that gathered in the market square. A shadow came at his command to strangle brave Prince Valar's sons in their mother's womb. Where is our young prince now? Where is his brother, sweet Materies? Where has good King Darren gone, the fearless Baelor Breakspear? The grave has claimed them, every one, yet he endures, this pale bird with a bloody beak who perches on King Aerys' shoulder and claws into his ears.
Oh yeah.
That is the Hunchback from the Mystery Knight.
Yeah. I believe
that what do you want off that? I don't know. There's so much. I'm sorry. Whatever you want to write from there.
Okay. What's the important part? Is it?
Well, fuck you. That's the important part. I'm not telling you the important part.
is the important part that this is being that these rumors are being spread, or is the important part that these people are dead?
Both, really.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
Yeah. Rumors are being spread that Bloodraven had a hand.
Yeah. And the
In
death of all the Targaryens.
deaths of many Targaryens.
Many Targaryens. Yeah. That's good. See, that's a good way of saying it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm not just like, but what's the word that you want me to know, Mark? No, I'm not telling you that.
Well, that's the way we
want you to think about it.
that's the way we avoid filling up the whole canvas.
Yeah, that makes sense. And I didn't even think about how I thought you were going to type clip notes. So that's why I was like, oh, I'm just gonna, and then he's gonna write like, hands are scarlet with his brother's blood. You know, like I didn't think that you were gonna type everything I said for my quotes because they are huge.
Yeah,
No, that was the biggest one.
Welcome to the show. We figured it out.
Yeah. So I give you a lot there.
That's
you guys have
very,
a lot
very
to
cool.
chew on right now.
I actually love this perspective because I don't know, it seems correct, right? It seemed like the Hunchback seems kind of right. Another thing that might be a ding is that, or at least that might contribute to the veracity of these rumors, is that Bloodraven seems to be consistently murdering the people who say this kind of stuff. Because later in the book, Dunk finds like this is a flashback while he's looking at the head of this man, right?
Yeah. The Hunchback is dead.
Yeah. This man's head is on a spike, and it's not because people didn't like him. It's because Bloodraven didn't like him.
I love all of that. I love that he's like, and what's he gonna do? Silence me? And then it
what's he gonna do? Put my head on a spike?
Severed.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Man whose head was put on spike.
Today is not the day my head goes on a spike. Oberyn Martell.
The day his head was put on a spike.
I was gonna say, Parliament can't stop me. Famous words of Guy Fawkes. Like, head on a spike. Oh damn it.
Oh man. Okay. All right. Yeah, the Targaryen family tree is it's not well branched. That's for sure.
It's getting pruned even.
Yeah.
It's not well branched.
It is not well branched. It is let's see. Yeah, they're all dead, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Who else is left at the time?
He turned a field goal post into a pole.
Oh, okay. All right. Can I try to whole shot it?
Maybe.
How do you feel about the assertion that what did Zach help me? The three animals, the rat, the hawk, and the pig are being directed by Bloodraven?
No.
Damn.
No
Oh,
dings.
damn,
No dings.
that's a cool one though. That's cool. We can do
that. They attacked a princess who later most likely offs herself, and then there's some rebellion that they cause later on. None of that is what I'm doing here.
Okay, that's we're not. So we're not. Can I assume we're not talking about too much that's after a Bloodraven goes to the wall?
Oh, zero of that.
Okay. All right, that's good to know.
Okay. Like I said, I want to paint the big picture, which I think you guys are now getting, and I want to narrow it down.
So I'm coming back to we don't have Bloodraven in that first quote, but he must be in that first quote if we're asserting that he is guiding the pathway to a certain person being born. And I want to hit Tom's theory, which might just be true thanks to the last episode of a certain show, that Dany's birth might be prophesized in like an ominous way. If there's one person who might be driving things towards an ominous prophecy, it's Euron Greyjoy. But if there's two, the other person's Bloodraven.
That was the best rope-a-dope, dude.
Ominous Prophecy is a good name for a band.
Oh, yes. Hell yeah.
Honestly, I'd be surprised if it's not Taken.
No, Taken is a movie.
Yeah. And Crow's Eye is also a good name. Just throwing that out there.
I'd be surprised if that also isn't Liam Neeson's Taken.
Yeah.
Crow's Eye?
I don't know.
What?
I don't know. Are these jokes landing? Whatever. In the comments below, tell me if those jokes were funny. Otherwise, let's continue.
I'm gonna make a note to myself to
We should do a
comment on
speed
that.
run for the Taken movies, Tom.
Oh, that's a good one.
It's great.
Yeah.
We can just replay the same clip from you describing the first one 2 more times.
Taken
Stay on
whisper
target.
percent.
Stay on target. It's
We
too
only-
close. Stay on target.
We watch Taken, but every time Liam Neeson lowers his voice, we skip to the next movie.
Oh, that's real quick.
God. It's good.
He just says, "I don't know who you are," and I say, "Neither do I," and then I go to the next film.
We gotta listen here. Dang it! Next movie.
Damn it! It was just getting
All right.
interesting.
Whenever there's a phone call, whenever he hangs up on you.
Sounds like a drinking game. Used to
Uh,
do those all the times in college, as if we needed a reason to black out.
God. I'm a big
We
fan
all
of
did.
the Jurassic
what?
Park drinking game.
Oh, don't
Yeah.
know that one.
No, we can't do this. We can't go off on this
Stay on
tangent.
target.
Yeah, no.
We've been
movie.
recording
Stay
for
on
11
target.
hours.
Stay on target.
Sure, almost 12 now.
Yeah.
We first hopped in this call at
Getting-
like fucking almost 11. Yeah.
Getting OT now.
Oh my
After 12
God.
hours.
You were getting time and a half.
Yeah, you get time and a half after 12 for us, and then after 16, which is a very small gap, you get double.
Tom and I are undetermined whether doing another video after this one. We might get more unhinged. We don't know.
I pulled
Okay.
I pulled multiple 36-hour shifts at my factory. I'm just letting you know that so you feel like a total wuss if you don't continue going. Like, come on.
Remember
We can
that.
get
Just
14
12.
hours before I start speaking pure gibberish.
Oh, good God.
You get 5-hour naps at
Okay.
work, clocked in. All right.
All right.
If you're lucky.
Okay.
So,
here we go. This is about Bloodraven's plans with the Targaryen family tree. I assume that what he was going for was to make sure that Egg gets on the throne, because that's the last thing that happens before he goes to the wall, right?
yeah, but the Wood Witch specifically wants it is after that, right?
Are you suggesting that the Wood Witch is
No,
Shiera?
no, I am not. No, I am not. I'm just correcting you that the last thing that Bloodraven did, I believe the Wood Witch and the Bloodraven are working together. But I don't think that's even that crazy, because I think the Wood Witch is a frickin' child of the forest.
I just want it noted that I find your use of the word correction. We're playing fast and loose with that word.
That's fine. No,
gonna...
not correction. I'm just saying my first thing that I read was post him being at the wall. Is what I want you to think. But of course, this theory that we haven't even got to yet is not taking place in that.
Is Jenny of Oldstones Shiera Seastar in an elaborate disguise so that more incest happened?
Yeah, but that's not part of my theory.
All right.
Okay, good.
Jenny of Oldstones isn't as hot as Shiera Seastar.
Is Aerys Shiera Seastar?
Aerys is not as hot as Shiera Seastar.
Right, sorry. Aerys is Bloodraven.
Yeah.
Okay.
Who is as hot as Shiera? Well, now we're hitting somewhere.
It's not where I wanted to be, but it's where we are.
All right, let's get back to, you said a name earlier that was a ding. Don't forget that.
Which one?
The one that I went, damn it, when you said.
I'm sorry. You got to understand that this is a 12-hour recording session.
I get that. All right, let's break down who are all the people that have gotten knocked off the list, and who's the one that I want to talk about. You have to guess.
Do you want to do you want to talk about one that's dead or one that's still alive?
One that got knocked off the list, so
okay.
Dead.
Got knocked off the list are Daeron II, all of his kids at one point or another.
I can't ding that. You have to be a little more specific.
Daeron II, Baelor Breakspear.
Ding! Let's keep talking about Baelor.
Oh boy.
Okay. Baelor Breakspear died at the hands of Maekar.
All right.
Quite dramatically.
Yeah. So let me read one. His kid
died on Tarth. Does that help?
No, his kid did not die on Tarth.
Oh, which one died on
Valar
Tarth?
did not die. Jaehaerys' son Baelon died on
Oh,
Tarth.
I'm
No,
sorry. It
sorry,
wasn't.
not Baelon. Not Baelon. Sorry. Aemon died on Tarth.
Oh,
You're about 100 years
excuse me.
off.
I'm sorry.
You're 100 years off. Oh, excuse me. I'll walk in the mud. Let me read one for you here. And also because the person who this person's talking to is friends of the channel. So, I wore many names when I was quick, but even I had a mother, and when she gave me her breast, she gave the name she gave me at her breast was Brendan, the three-eyed crow to Mira Reed, friend of the channel.
Yes.
Okay. Who is Bloodraven's mother? It's Missy Blackwood.
It's one of the Blackwoods, yeah. She's a
The
Blackwood.
child.
She probably had a big nose and was really skinny with dark hair. All the Blackwoods look like that. All of them.
Wipe them out.
Interesting thing. Jaehaerys and Shara are also Blackwoods.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
It is. That's not a ding. That's just is an interesting thing. Thank you.
We poke and prod in different directions and sometimes find other interesting things.
Yeah.
In the wrong direction.
I mean, you know how often it is where you're talking about one thing and then next thing you know you have a completely different theory on another thing.
Oh,
that
wore many names. Is this man a faceless man?
No.
Oh, damn it.
Think about one we did earlier
right.
too.
Oh, come on. You gotta know but me on the Brendan is a faceless man. That's so fun.
No. But we already have talked about one of the quote names that he wore, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Maynard
Plumm.
So, you know, maybe he's worn other names.
He wore the name Baelor Breakspear.
Not a ding.
he wore the name
Jenny of Oldstones. It was him in drag.
Oh god, what was the name of the king that he was hand for?
Daeron the Good?
No.
The guy who came after Daeron the Good?
Yeah, I think so. The other brother.
The other brother. His successor was Aerys the First.
Yeah, there we go.
All right, I have a small ding. This was the second thing that I wrote down, so I don't know how much help it will give you guys now. But I did have one about Aerys. So are you ready to write?
Yeah, please.
His Grace cares more for old scrolls and dusty prophecies than for lords and laws. Septon Stefton to Duncan the Tall. Pretty much the point of that one is I don't know. Can you get why I put that one on there?
It's because Septon Stefan is also
Duncan
is Bloodraven.
It's also Bloodraven, yeah.
Wait, no, seriously?
Really.
Okay.
No, not at all. I don't want to do all your guys' homework for you, but that one is just to help nudge towards Bloodraven's in charge. That's all.
Yes.
Yeah.
Stefan, is that the like goofy Septon with the flatulence?
I can't remember. I think so.
Yeah. Oh yeah, it is. I love that.
Oh, that's awesome.
That would be my disguise if I was Bloodraven, is I'd be constantly farting.
Weirdly, that it does kind of seem like his style.
But yeah, no, it might actually be Bloodraven. Now that we're talking about it, but no, that's not what it is.
Does he wear a moonstone brooch, perhaps?
Who doesn't? Isn't it weird that everybody at White Walls wears the same necklace? Maynard Plumm's like, shut up. They're on deal. We got them out. It was a Groupon.
It was buy one, get everybody else one free.
God.
It was buy 1001 and get one free. Hint,
Damn it.
wink.
My moonstone brooch is plastic. I knew I shouldn't have ordered it off Wish.
Just start
my God, there's
pretending to be
somebody else.
Bloodraven.
There's somebody else at the dance wearing the same moonstone.
Oh, and I'm also mind controlling them. Damn it.
Damn it. We both showed up looking like Duncan. One of us is gonna have to change.
That's the thing that could happen with Glamours is everybody Glamours the same person. It's like, well, fuck.
Shit. Damn it.
Who's the
that's why it was so easy for Robert
weird
Baratheon to get into a fight with Rhaegar. Is he just picked one of the 10 people who were disguised as Rhaegar out in that field. He actually got the right one though. All the other people were like, "What? Oh shit!"
He knocks the rubies off his brooch, and it turns into Bloodraven, and everyone shits their pants. What the heck?
Oh, so the Bloodraven that's north of the wall, that's Rhaegar.
Yeah, that's Rhaegar.
That's how it,
All right.
that's
No,
how it
we
becomes the Night
accidentally
King.
we backed our way into a much cooler theory.
Welcome to the show. That happens every goddamn episode.
I'm down to 1, 2, 3, 4 left.
All right. I'm gonna be honest. I'm not really
5.
sure where we're going at this point. Most of what we have is like directing us toward the machinations of Bloodraven. But if it's not genetic and we don't have anything to suggest that it's overtly political, I'm not sure where we're headed. Zach, how are you feeling?
I'm lost. I'm going to be completely honest. I have no idea where this train is headed. I'm trying to loop back around to the beginning, and it's not working. If there's not a secret identity there, like, obviously that has a huge impact on where the family goes, and obviously we're asserting that Bloodraven has something to do with that. I'm not seeing the connection.
All right. Do you guys want a bone?
Yes.
Yeah. Why don't you give us? Why don't you
I
give us a nudge?
How about this? Do you want a passage, or do you want a small little nudge?
Give us a little one, and then we'll see if we need a bigger one.
Focus. So I painted the big picture, right? Which is getting rid of certain Targaryens, and now I want you to think about a Targaryen that I have literally straight up said focus on, and figure out how Bloodraven did that.
Bloodraven got rid of someone specific.
But how did he do it?
Are you asserting that Bloodraven got rid of Baelor Breakspear?
Ding. Yes.
Bloodraven.
But how?
Possessed Mykar?
No,
Okay.
Bloodraven was one of the people in the fight and was disguised.
Ding. Heavy ding. Ready?
And that way he could sneak in a blow that somebody else didn't.
Bloodraven was one of the Kingsguard?
All right, let me read, and no, that is not what I'm getting at. So this is the last one, but it's not fully cracked yet. So my number 11 was Maekar to Dunk. Some men will say that I meant to kill my brother. The gods know it is a lie, but I will hear whispers till the day I die. And it was my mace that dealt the final blow, I have no doubt. The only other foes he faced in the melee were 3 Kingsguard, whose vows forbade them to do anything but to defend themselves. So it was me. Strange to say, I do not recall the blow that broke his skull. Is that a mercy or a curse? Some of both, I think. If you want the easiest thing there, do not recall the blow that struck him.
Strange to say, I do not recall the blow that broke his skull.
Yeah, you can leave out the is that a mercy or a curse? That's just good writing.
Such a beautiful and tragic passage.
Bro, the first Duncan is beautiful. It's a beautiful book. The ending of that book is so strong.
Perhaps he should lay under a tree.
I don't know who this George guy is, but he should keep writing. Nailing it.
I should keep writing anytime he feels like it. I would just love it. Just be great if he just,
Yeah.
and whenever he wants to.
It'd be great
Whatever.
to find out that he already wrote one of them, and what he's really working on is a second one. He's dropping them
Well,
both at
the funny
same
thing,
time.
the funny
But
thing
then
is, he
I'd be
sort of
like,
legitimized that with his last comments.
I would have taken that. Like, I'm glad you're doing that, but 5 years ago would have been nice.
But that's the funny thing is, he says he wish all the books at the same time. We're like, does that mean you're doing that now? That'd be interesting. That's one way to do it.
So, yeah. So you see where I'm nudging you here, right?
No.
I feel like I just dropped my biggest. That's probably my biggest thing.
You if the assertion, so you're saying that Bloodraven somehow manufactured the death of Baelor Breakspear, but not through possession, right? Not through warging, and he wasn't one of the King's guards.
I didn't. When did I say not through warging?
I straight up said that Bloodraven possessed Mykar.
And then I said ding, and then Zach kept talking, and then you kept talking, and then I read the passage about when Mykar was possessed.
Okay. So we are asserting he was possessed. Okay.
Yeah.
Because he doesn't remember the blow.
I love this. This is one of my favorite theories.
But all the pieces are not there yet.
Yeah, I think this is one of the coolest perspectives in the entire franchise. That Bloodraven has been like extremely intentionally altering the path of the Targaryen family tree, like down to these little like little specific
that literally
changes.
The blood is on his hands.
Oh, it's fantastic. Yeah. A lot of people, and by a lot of people I mean me, suggest that he also orchestrated the death of Aerion Brightflame. A lot of people, and by a lot of people I mean me, suggest that he orchestrated Aemon getting going to the Citadel. And I like this is like this and like conflagration of strange events like center around him.
And then further the wall to keep him even further away, to like doubly make sure he doesn't get there. Yes, because that's not guaranteed. Like, he was hanging around Westeros, so anybody asked questions about sending him back to King's Landing, which was not what was wanted. And also, yeah, he absolutely poisoned Aerion Lightframe's wildfire.
Yeah, I mean, that wouldn't have killed him unless he put some arsenic in that.
Somebody else, Mel, has consumed wildfire with no ill effect.
Well, she is dead, though.
That's also a good point.
It didn't kill the dead person, but it killed the alive person. I don't know. Maybe Mel's dead. I don't know. I would just, my argument is she's playing with a mixed deck, like a stacked deck. Like, she's not playing by the same rules Aerion Brightflame is.
So, what is the follow-up to this? Would you do me a favor? Would you please would you reread the list of the people that that the Hunchback laid it, like the list of deaths that were laid on Bloodraven?
Yeah. So I literally have that one labeled Bloodraven's work. Said Tanzar Scarlet with his brother's blood, and the blood of his young nephews. A shadow came at his command to strangle brave Prince Valar's sons out of their mother's wombs. Where is our young prince now? Where is his brother, sweet Materies? Where has good King Darren gone? The fearless Baelor Breakspear. The grave has claimed them, every one, and yet he endures this pale bird with a bloody beak that perches on King Aerys' shoulder, with claws deep in his ear. Claws into his ear. Oh, sorry, caws, not claws. Caws into his ear.
All right.
Yeah.
I was listening to the names, but then I got distracted thinking about a shadow came to strangle,
Strangle. Yeah.
which is an interesting turn of phrase if it's not
But
relevant.
no, it was very interesting term and phrase. But remember, these are stillborn babies are the deaths that the shadow strangled. So it's not like shadows. I think that this is just Hunchback being very poetic. And
Look,
now that
I'm just gonna be honest, Mr. Hunchback, your phrasing is weirdly similar to other stuff.
do you have the same joke writer as Melisandre of Ashai?
Yeah.
I got a joke to lighten the mood.
Okay.
So it said the pale bird with the bloody beak who perches on King Aerys' shoulder and caws into his ear. And now I'm just thinking of Aerys just sitting down, a Bloodraven running up to him, grabbing his shoulder and going, "Corn!
Corn.
Corn! Dude, get out of here.
All
I'm
right.
trying to read my books."
So we have the bulk of it now.
You're missing a piece.
So what is the direction we should be pushing in to find the last bit?
How did he, like, specifically, how did he take control of Maekar for 30 seconds?
I'd been assuming he Hodored him.
I don't assume that. That is not where I'm going.
Are you assuming that he is in the area? That he is Maynard Plumm somewhere in the crowd?
The answer to the first part of that before the clause was yes, and then when you said he's somebody in the crowd, the answer is no.
Do you think he's someone specific in the area?
No.
He's 10 cell too tall.
He is something in the area.
Oh, you think?
He's a bird.
I'm gonna give you my final Hail Mary throw.
Okay.
And then I have two more big ones, and then it's done. And I'm gonna give you a hint. I just don't know which one to go with. All right, here we go. It's like a big moment for me. I'm like almost nervous. All right. How many eyes does Bloodraven have? The riddle ran 1,000 eyes and one. Some claimed the king's hand was a student of dark arts who could change his face, put on the likeness of a one-eyed dog, even turn into mist. Packs of gray gaunt wolves hunted down his foes, Min said, and carrion crows spied for him and whispered secrets into his ear.
No.
Most of the tales were only tales. Dunk did not doubt, but no one could ever doubt that Bloodraven had informers everywhere.
No, this is not what you're suggesting.
No.
This is
Bloodraven is a horse.
This is madness.
Go for it, dude.
You are not fucking. No, that's so dumb. Taco, that's so dumb.
Do it.
No, he can. All right, one-eyed dog, I buy. Okay, turns into bird, I buy. Changes face, I buy. Turns into Stephen King's The Mist, I do not buy. I do not buy that this particular morning was so misty, right? It was so overcast because it was covered in Brendan. No.
There's a 100% chance of Brendan outside.
Say the words.
Hey, will you grab my coat? It's a little raveny today. Like, what the? No, this can't be where you're going.
My dumb answer was that one of the horses was Bloodraven.
I would buy one of the horses.
That would explain why I didn't remember the blow to the head. It wasn't actually that Maekar did it. It was his horse.
You think... Is this... Okay, alright, let's take it seriously for a second. I'm just gonna be here for 1 second, okay? I'm gonna live with you in this space for a minute, okay?
I got one more to read.
Is there precedence in is there precedent in this series of, I don't know, element possession?
I mean, just because we don't know, like, you know, there wasn't precedent of dragons until the end of the first book.
That's
There's
true.
precedent. No, they established that dragons did exist.
Yeah.
100%.
You're not wrong, but we got a lot of books so
Well,
far.
apparently there's precedents that he can shapeshift in the mist. I just read the dang passage.
There's one bit of precedent that might be hyperbole. However, that's never stopped us before.
That's
Also, in
true.
the previous video I recorded today, I did assert that ghosts exist with the evidence Old Man said so, and Qyburn also said so.
Qyburn said so. He's a man of science.
I mean,
a man of science and a woman who's literally never been wrong both said so they have to exist.
Yeah, when Qyburn and Old Man agree, we have to give it credence.
So
whoa, hold the phone. Wait, no, there is precedent. Shit, fuck, wait, there is. The others turned into mist.
Mm-hmm.
The others turned into mist, and so did the ice Durgans.
Now you're cooking. I wasn't even cooking.
What he did was he sent the others down to whack a Targaryen.
No, he's just been like smoking other Kush.
Can I read the big one? He's got
some of their powers. Wait, no, hold on. Wait, no, I kind of buy it now.
You know, I can buy that.
I got a really big one to read.
Yeah.
All right. I skipped the one that had Shiro Star mentioned. I had it here just because it brings up that they're really into sorcery, because I wanted to get away from normal conventions, and really that's why I read one of the first dings is that he's a sorcerer, because I wanted to bring up, like, really push in more than just warging, that he's got some crazy stuff going on. But all right, so my number 8 out of 11 so we have to go back. The reveal the reveal was that he warged into Maekar. I thought it was the main reveal, but I guess the main reveal is this. The rain had all but stopped as of the first wan light suffuse. Oh my god, I'm not smart enough, George. The eastern sky, but it has done its work. Lord Ashford's men had removed the barriers, and the tourney field was one great morass of gray, brown mud and torn grass. Tendrils of fog were writhing along the ground like pale white snakes as Dunk made his way back toward the list. Steely Pate walked with him.
Yeah, okay. I'm playing with you in the space here, okay?
That is the place that the trial happened. That is the morning of the trial.
I'm with you. I'm playing with you in the space, okay? Hang on, I'm going to grab my red pen. Everyone loves the red pen. I'm going to grab my red pen.
I warned you about the tinfoil.
And I'm going to pull it over here, okay?
Yeah.
Okay, there it is. This is... I'm gonna add a ding, okay? I'm adding a thing to your thing. The weirwood roots that surround and fill Bryndon
tendrils
are described as white tendrils.
Beautiful. I didn't even think of that. Yeah, absolutely.
And okay, we'll just write down it is asserted that Bloodraven can control and possess mist,
can shapeshift into mist and warg his brother.
Can shapeshift into mist. Fucking what, dude? Okay, and the others are described as dissolving into mist when the sun comes.
I didn't know if I could use clues from completely unrelated things.
Oh hell yeah!
But it's only because George does reference like universal horror movie monsters. But Dracula who he loves, he's got a few Draculas, shapeshifts into mist.
Fuck, that's pretty
and
good.
that's one thing that I have never been able to get out of my head when I first heard about this theory is Bloodraven is very there's like 5 Draculas, right? At least, right? There's quite a few Draculas in this series, and he shapeshifts into mist.
That's so dumb.
I know, it's really bad.
It's really dumb.
I love it. I've never been able to get it out of my head.
That's really dumb. That's really dumb, and I hate it. Shit. Oh, damn it. Fuck you, dude. You got me.
I'm never gonna be able to reread.
Fuck.
Possibly my favorite, like up there in one of my favorite books of all time, that George has written at the very least. Without thinking, oh, it's Bloodraven outside during my favorite scene in that story.
It's kind of Brendan today.
You want to know why this theory stayed in my head? This is the nerdiest thing I've said on your channel, at least. But I re-listen to epic rap battles of history a lot.
Yes.
So do I.
And there is a line from Dracula versus Vlad the Impaler, which is one of my favorites because it's so good. But Dracula goes, I shapeshift into mist and boom, Winona Ryder. And I always think of Bloodraven because of this theory every time I hear that song, where I'm like, dude, he just shapeshifting in the mist and banging Shira Sea-Star.
Can we put that quote from Epic Rap Battles on the screen just so it's in for the end slate?
Yeah, fine. It's relevant.
So that's the theory. So I wanted to bring up the bigger picture of him getting rid of different Targaryens just to. Sorry, what? Bone Winona Ryder?
No, it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Just keep going. It's fine.
I wanted to bring up the bigger theory, but that's not the theory, right? It's just to inform this really small act. So I wanted to get into your guys' head that he's in control, that he is powerful, and that he is getting rid of Targaryens. And then I wanted to slowly plant that Maekar can't remember it, and then the fog warg.
My guy. Okay, so all right. What I thought that this was the main part of the theory, and I was so excited, right? I love this. This is something that we've talked about, right? That Bloodraven warged Maekar, is something that we've talked about in the past. I've also
really?
I've suggested that it was Bloodraven, and I've suggested that it was a time traveling Bran that both warged Maekar, and I think that these are both interesting ideas. And I was so I was so ready to be positive and supportive and like on your side. I'm like, yeah, that's super cool. I really like it. And then you fucking hit me with, you thought that was the linchpin? You thought that was the one you thought that was the Homer? Are you kidding me? And then you hit me with, oh, and don't forget, all those clouds are Bloodraven. That's what you thought that was the main part of the theory?
That's my favorite
Well, and meanwhile, I'm just going like shapeshifts in the mist and bone Winona Ryder.
That's the important thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
Fucking what the fuck?
My favorite presentation that Bethesda ever did was when Todd Howard said, "You see those mountains over there? Those are Bloodraven."
Elder Scrolls reference. What's up?
What the hell?
Those mountains, those are important.
You're unironically asserting that cloud is Bloodraven, and you know what really pisses me off? You know what really grinds my gears about this whole business? Is that you fucking got me on it.
I can't dispute it.
I can't. It tracks, and I hate it.
So I now know that you guys do not watch all my stuff. It's all right. I'm not actually mad at you about it. I get it. I don't watch all of everybody's stuff. But when I first stumbled on this, when I wrote my Baelor Breakspear theory from a theory on Westeros.org by a Varys fan, Varys fan, and he's like he tells like half the story, and I hated it. I think if you go back and watch that video, I'm probably mad about it. Guys, just call it tinfoil. But then it literally lived in my head rent free until now, where it even like ruins epic rap battle history for me.
I think
Because
you
the
mean
more
enhances. It significantly enhances rap battles
because the
history.
more I think about, he is definitely Draculaing and shapeshifting into mist. Like that is when you talk about a Dark Lord figure. That's something that a Dark Lord figure does in like Voldemort does that. Like Dark Lord
Yeah,
figures
God damn it.
shapeshift into freaking mist.
They
It's
do
something they
that.
do. And yeah, it was it started off with like, oh, this would be a fun one to whip out at them sometime, huh? And then I was like, there's almost something here.
The longer you look at it, the more you're like, I guess. Well, if
Yeah.
Dracula can do it, and George loves Dracula, and it was
Yeah.
misty out that day.
Yeah, yep. George loves like those classic horror stories.
Absolutely.
Adores them. To the point that like he has like a uh like fan art commissioned to his own characters in the style of like gothic horror shit. Like
God damn
Well,
it.
you'll
that is
run into
his
Frankenstein and
bag.
Draculas all over the place.
That's true. There's a
Like,
ton of Frankensteins in the series.
Yeah, and a fair number of Draculas.
There's some
Yeah.
swamp things.
Yep,
Yeah.
there was a couple swamp things. I mean, literally, House Dondarrion is the dude. Beric Dondarrion's the guy who gets resurrected, and his sigil is a lightning bolt. Like, what are we doing here? That's like not even hidden. Like that's
Yeah.
Damn it. The comment section is gonna be insufferable. It's just gonna be bat emojis.
hell yeah. And then of course, Janelle Lawson is Dracula. Like, and don't even get me started on Bruce Bolton.
I wonder if there are any people who like
damn it, the weatherman didn't say anything about Roos today.
I do wonder
Roos,
if there are any people who like skip to the end of our videos to figure out what the theory is and like get to us vamping and are looking at the chart and it's like, when did Wyona Ryder ever get mentioned by Bloodraven? That feels like a weird thing.
Well, when he was when he was hanging out.
To be fair, it is right in there in the mystery night. That is a line that Maynard Plumm says. We probably should have put Maynard Plumm instead of Bloodraven, but we did establish. Yeah, we just crossed that out.
Yeah, my bad.
Okay, so I'm sorry that I fed you a huge theory, like the whatever you want to call it, the eradication of Bloodraven's fratricide theory, just to go no. Let's just look at one dude, and then like I got a really dumb idea.
Like, I can't believe you like this is such a reasonable theory, and also Bloodraven's a cloud. That's so goddamn funny.
I thought it was perfect for you guys, and I'm really disappointed that you've thought about Maekar being Ward before, because that was my actual mic drop at the end. Like I thought I could get you guys to turning into fog before. I guess I didn't realize that was the mic drop.
You thought you could get us to turning into cloud before one guy worked another guy?
All of my things were about how he's a sorcerer and really powerful. That's all the quotes were like, he's really powerful. Half the quotes are he's killing his family, and the other half of the quotes are, but he's so powerful,
I'm
though.
so
like,
fucking mad that there's precedent for this. This actually tracks really well, and I fucking hate it.
Yeah,
I can kill the theory.
It's explicitly stated by somebody that that's a power that he might have, and the other ones are powers that he actually probably does, like controlling birds and wolves is stuff that he almost certainly can do. Especially like,
does throughout the books.
Yeah. And there's a Dracula connection there, which is the exact sort of shit that George loves to pull from. Because as we noted in a video we recorded just a few hours ago, he pulled the disease from the Mask of the Red Death pretty much one for one and put it in his books. And also, he pulled this like Cthulhu figure and just renamed it to the Drowned God, and everybody was cool with it also.
Yeah.
Well, I love the idea of if we jump to Great Spring Sickness really quick, of like Bloodraven's probably just hanging out, and he's like, all right, I got rid of Baelor, and you know, I'm probably fine. I probably have time. And then it's like Plague comes in, he's like, ah, dang it. And then like Darren gets sick, he's like, no, 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 too soon. And then wipes out all of the what's his name, Valar's line. Just no.
You all have to die first.
We'll call it the plague, and then he wipes out everybody but Aerys, who he could just say, "Shut up and read the book."
I thought you were going to assert for a hot minute there that the reason everybody got the great spring sickness is because it was a Bloodraven out all the time, and it was like a tuberculosis thing. They breathed in too much Bloodraven.
Oh, yeah,
It comes in with the fog.
Oh shit. I spent too much time in the cloud. I got Brendonitis.
Shit. So yeah, so you guys like
this
it?
Fucking channel, you guys. I love this thing we do. It's so stupid.
I'm sorry, you were exposed to Brendonitis. We can't have you come into work until you test negative. How many times? 1,000 times in one.
Yeah. Have you or a loved one been exposed to Brendonitis?
Oh, so you can tell that I've been in COVID protocol for a while.
Have you been around Miss and/or Winona Ryder lately? Why? Don't worry about it.
Have you been around any strange Winonas lately?
Have you been around any of Tim Burton's regulars lately?
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Is that our show? Taco, is that our show? Can I go home?
Yeah, I want to know. Like, I was really freaking nervous about doing your guys' show. Did I pick a good one?
Oh hell yeah! Oh my god, that's fucking amazing. It's fantastic.
I want to know if I like it. I racked my brain for a long time of like, what have they not heard? What's tinfoil enough? Because I hate theories. I'm not a theory guy. Like, you know, I don't come up with them. I'm like, that's why I've never thought I should, like, why I even belong doing your guys' show.
To be fair,
you a theory guy.
You showed up with exactly one theory and knocked it out of the fucking park. This is gonna go up there with the fucking Joffrey died of rabies tier of like theories that we have. Like, yeah, honestly, today
it's been a real winner.
We've had a lot of real winners that will go with like if anybody tries to describe our channel, they'll be like, this is the channel that believes that Joffrey died of rabies. We can can we get like one of those "in this house we believe" signs? In this house we believe Joffrey died of rabies. Bloodraven was the cloud. Maester Lewin's ghost is the hooded man.
Well, I'll tell you where I wanted to do one, then I found out that an April Fool's episode did it, because I was gonna do the Cregan is Arya Targaryen or whatever her name is. Alyssa Targaryen's dad, but that was like done, and I was like, dang it. And then I was like, oh well, the only one I've ever came up with is Clayton Suggs is Aerys the second son. But I feel like if you guys like, you've been around me enough, like I bring that one up.
Yeah, that one's like, kind of a meme in your community. It's pretty good.
In my very small community. Kind of a meme between me and Irish Potato Thief. And yeah, so I like, and then I was like, dude, I look up theories constantly. Which one can I expand on and try to make my own that I've actually loved, or not loved, but like I've thought about a lot. And it was like, dude, this one literally has been living rent free because it was tinfoil that almost made sense, and that pisses me off. I don't like it when, like, dude, hearing the Earth is flat is like, that doesn't get me mad. But it's when somebody says something where I'm like, oh, that almost makes sense. You know what? I'm gonna punch you. Like, you know, like it's like when you get convinced of the tinfoil is when I get angry.
Yeah, I have terrible news. That's how I felt today.
Yeah, that is how I felt today, and it's not even the first time.
It took me so long to draw that cloud, and it's not even that good of a cloud.
Well, I mean, it looks like Bloodraven to me.
It's like that's our show, everybody. There it is.
Goodbye, everyone.
Taco, where can people find you?
Oh my god, I talk about small characters from the A Song of Ice and Fire lore over on Something to Talk About, and then I also do live streams at least once a month where I try to get these guys on here if they're not too busy, and then That's about it.
We'll have links in the description. You working on anything particularly cool right now that you wanna plug?
Well, I don't know when this. I literally am filmed 6 weeks in advance, and I don't know when this video is gonna come out.
Oh
I could
yeah,
literally say
this is
which
gonna
one.
come out
But
late September at the earliest. Never mind.
I'm up. I'm not quite up there. I think I just got into October, so never mind. I am there. But how about this? I will say I have a video every Tuesday and a video every Saturday. And my
All right.
Saturday morning videos are Song of Ice and Fire characters, and my Tuesday videos are either What If Small Councils or Let's Talk About the Differences. So go check those out.
Cool. Taco, thank you very much for being on the show. Please
Thank
check
you for
out Zach's
having me.
album. It's really, really, really good. And Zach, by the time this comes out, you should like we'll be in the like lead up to your next one, right?
We'll be promoting the other album of originals, which is like 70% done right now instead of 95. I only start really shouting things out and give dates when they're like 90 to 95, but that one should be there. Should
All
be
right.
done.
Thank you both very much for joining me. This has been truly miserable.
You're welcome.
Everybody say goodbye.
Goodbye.
It's gonna be cloudy tomorrow. Oh shit.